I'm on my way to Crescent Head. It's a small town on the mid-north coast, about 45 minutes north of Port Macquarie. The town enjoys an almost cult-like following for its consistent surf breaks. Paired with the laid-back attitude and retro vibe, plus the caravan park right on the beach, it's a great place for a holiday. But there's another reason to go to Crescent Head. It's in the heart of the Macleay Valley, and its incredibly diverse habitat is home to a vast array of bird species, with coastal estuaries, river valleys, rainforests, and open woodlands. I love it for the birds of prey, the estuary, the paperbark trees, and there's a lot of great birding spots nearby. I'm staying right in town at the edge of the Killick Creek estuary at the Crescent Head Caravan Park. It's pretty busy, but it's an easy place to stay as you can walk to lots of good birding or into town for a meal or a drink. It's late afternoon, I've just arrived and I'm going to go for a walk around the estuary and see if I can see any birds of prey. Well, that didn't take long. I got about 200 metres and here's one of the ospreys. There's a pair that frequent the town. They've got a huge nest in one of the Norfolk pines right over the main car park near the surf beach. They've been there for about 30 years, I'm told by a local. Last time I was in this rough area, I spotted a regent bowerbird and I didn't manage to get any shots. So I'm definitely on the stalk for him this time round. I'm sure he's in here. I heard something over that way. So there's no tracks. I'm just going to meander around the best I can and see what I can find. It's a beautiful little bit of forest. And it's really close to town too. I can see some Brahmini kites hunting the estuary in the distance, but the tide's a bit too high for me to get across at the moment. No sign of the regent bowerbird. Here's my crappy photo from last year. I hope I can do a bit better this year. Well, there's not much happening. I'm going to pack it in for today and head to the pub for dinner and enjoy the full moon tonight. Well, I'm glad I got up early. There's not much cloud around. It's going to be pretty hot today. I'm heading up to the top of the headland called Big Knobby. I heard from a lady that there might be a regent bowerbird up there. It's a pretty steep walk up the hill, but the views are spectacular. There's lots of variegated fairy wrens. I find them really tricky to photograph. They're quite shy and you have to overexpose just a little bit to bring out the black, but not so much so that the iridescent blue is blown out. I just saw a fleeting glimpse of a redback fairy wren. I'm super excited, but they've all disappeared off into the undergrowth and I think the light's getting too strong now, so I'm going to head back down the hill. I'm lounging around at camp and there's these cute crested pigeons here. They're the common town birds of Crescent Head. The sun's still pretty strong, but the tide's really low, so I can get across the estuary. I'm heading for the Brahmini kite nest that I found last year. It's right near some houses on the back lake. I'm in luck. She's sitting on the nest, and the partner is not far away. One of the residents here just told me that there's 2 juniors in the nest. I'm going to wait around because he's probably going to hunt the estuary soon and hopefully I can get some action shots. The light's far from ideal and it's pretty windy, but I'm just going to have to embrace the blue sky and make the best of it. Even though the light is strong, if you can play up the shadows, you can still get a good result. Well, that's another day done and dusted. It's going to be another hot and windy day tomorrow, so I'm going to be up early and head around the other side of the estuary and see what I can find up there. Well, that was a fantastic morning exploring the estuary. Even though the light conditions weren't great, I still found a couple of birds, and I'm heading back to camp to rest before I head out again this afternoon. It's turned a bit cold and windy, but I'm expecting the ospreys will be on the back lake hunting for fish sooner or later. I'm going to try and find a sheltered spot and just wait it out. Well, I found one osprey, but he's on the other side of the lake. He's got a super catch. And here's the other one. He's having a little splash in the estuary. Oh, and there he goes. But wait, what's that? There's something trailing behind him. Looks like fishing line wound around his legs with a twig stuck to it. This is bad. I wonder if he can still hunt. I'm going to go back to camp and contact a local I know who was involved in animal rescue. Well, I spoke to my friend and he reassured me and told me that this has happened multiple times before and that the ospreys are actually pretty good at freeing themselves from the fishing line. I'm feeling slightly better, but I think I'm going to be keeping an eye on them and making sure that this one is still able to get food. My friend told me that animal rescue's policy will probably be to shoot him if they can't manage to capture him on one day. So I'm going to just keep an eye on him, and that's going to be an absolute last resort. Another bright and windy day coming up. I saw both the ospreys fly towards the back beach this morning. I'm going to walk back up Big Knobby and see if I can spot any of those redback fairy wrens. right at the very top at the water tower, and the pied butcherbird is enjoying the view. I'm on a mission to find that tangled osprey. If he can't hunt, I'm going to have to call animal rescue. I hardly slept last night, worrying about what I could do to help this osprey. There's one of them, but which one is it? It's definitely him. He's landed right near me. The other osprey is circling around. He's looking to dive for fish. Oh boy, it's action stations. The whitebilly's here, and so is the Brahmini kite. I can hardly keep up. I wasn't quick enough to record video because I was too busy taking photos, but the two ospreys have flown up the lake, both with fish. I'm going to see if I can get a bit closer. Birds are amazing. They're so resilient. And that's part one of my Macleay Valley adventure. Coming up in part two, an osprey update, Lime Burners Creek and Hat Head National Parks, and the Belmore River Swamp. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.